Hey kids, Mark Miller here. Welcome to the show. We got interrupted earlier today with power outage, and we are back. So let's kick right into it. We missed Rory, unfortunately, today, but you know, we'll see what happens. We'll probably get him. He'll be back with us tomorrow, and hopefully, we will not get in too much trouble between now and then. Right, Fred? We're good. We're good. All right. So let's see where we were. We were in the middle of looking at this UI coming up here and making sure this was consistent all the way across the board. Let me clear the breakpoint here and I'll show you what we were looking at. The problem is that the space allocated for this was scaling up and down because this entire piece itself is on a view box as well. And what we want to do is we want to set its size to be consistent, just like these buttons, their sizes are always staying the same no matter how big or small it is. Because it's UI elements, we want the targets to be the same. So we don't quite have that same thing here because as you can see, it's zooming up and down, right? Where it gets like kind of ridiculously easy to use and even hard to use because I can't see everything on screen to where I zoom all the way out right down here. There's my dogs in the background. Don't worry about that. Everything should be good. They tend to be way more serious about their jobs. They think everything they're detecting is important than is really the case. So, all right, so we got to figure this out. We got to make this, we got to come up with a reasonable size for this and make that work. So let's do that. So my sense is, so here, one of the things that we can do here is the pixel width. This is the actual pixel width here, right here. This is between, this is the width times the zoom right here. So we can actually kind of do ourselves a favor, get it to about the size we want it to be, and then zoom, set a breakpoint over here and see what that pixel width is. And that can kind of tell us what we want. It's about 160 across. So, so I would say, so that's 160. Let's run it a second. Let's actually, so I want to see how, so that's about ideal. Oops. And let's see what's too small. I would say that's about as small as I want to go. So let me just set another breakpoint. What is it now? It's about 67. So I'm looking between, I need somewhere between 70 and, well, actually I just need something greater than 70 is what I need. And if the pixel width is bigger than about, what, 100 and, well, let's see what the biggest size we want that to be. Because I'm okay if it moves up and down a little bit. I don't think I want it bigger than that, right there. That's, is that, I have a feeling it's really close to what we looked at before, about 160. What is that? Yeah. So, okay. So then what I want to do is come down here and say, new, this is actually a double. So new width is equal to, let's set it equal to the pixel width. And then we'll say if the new width is greater than 160, let's actually make this a constant right here. We'll say max color control width. And make that 160. So if the new width is, take care of the dogs?
I kind of took care of the dogs. I yelled at them.
Were they barking at like a tumbleweed?
Yes, there's, I think maybe a scorpion.
Scorpion, yeah. No, not really any tumbleweeds in Costa Rica.
Scorpion.
Yeah, we lost power earlier. We got high winds. We haven't had this many problems with power. We've had more problems with power this last week than we've had in the entire year, 2 years we've been here.
We moved here 3 years ago in the middle of a hurricane.
We did.
Bad.
Hey, you want to say hi? You want to put your face up inside?
Hi.
Hi.
Wait, where's my, I can't be over my little cutie.
No, you can't. You need a different, we have to hook up the other camera for that. And then you can stick your head up in the little cutie spot. Okay, so then we want to just basically set these equal to each other right here. And then I want to come down and set the width equal to the new width right here. And let's comment all of that out, that code we had before. And we'll delete that because we don't need that anymore. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. Let's see what that looks like now. Let's see what we get with that approach. So, all right. What's wrong with my pixel width? Why is my pixel width still showing up? I don't understand why I'm seeing it now down here. What's going on? Are we getting a breakpoint inside here? Or is it just zooming up and down? Nope, we're getting it. Pixel width 502. This is how many pixels we can actually have. Here I thought the problem was going to be solved. Oh, you know what? I think I need to scale this times this. Let's try doing that a second. And what do we get with that? No, is it too big or not? It's too big. I also don't know. We've also seemed to have lost the. Yeah, that's a mess. Is my problem I'm multiplying when I should be dividing? Let's see. Let's give it a shot. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so that's step one, but we've lost. What's interesting. Yeah, and then we get to this point right here. There's problem right there. What is going on there? So with this 208. Well, it's around the time that we are in here. What's odd to me is the button. We're not seeing the button for showing the color controls. That button has gone away, and we really have only made a couple changes to a few lines of code in here. Let's kind of take a look at what we've changed since the start of this, because I don't think it's a lot. Yeah, we've only changed these lines of code right here. So there's something else. So something about these changes. Yeah, that's a little stunning to me that we're not seeing that color control pop up anymore. Okay, so we basically get to a point where we're right about here. I don't want to show it anymore. Is the issue right here? So let me try this. Nope, are we doing it the wrong way? Is that what's happening? No. And the size is just getting out of control. Where I thought we were controlling the size here. Pixel width. Okay. Let's figure it out here. Kind of rolling around playing with this right now. Yeah, this is kind of where we were before. I think I know what may be happening. Why we're losing these. Let me reset all. There, yeah, that's what it was. One of these was just adjusted slightly off to the side, and so when you select it, we wrote code earlier to make this pop up no matter what. Okay, so now when we zoom in, that's better. And then we just got to stop it about, I want to say right about in here. What's my pixel width here now? It's 162 still. Let's change this to about 150. Pudding! New show needs a new pudding segment. No pudding. That's not what we do here. Pudding. You are strictly you are explicitly restricted to one. What the? No. How did you? What? Pudding. It's not fair. Pudding. How you done? No, but I want them here in front of me so I can show people. Are you doing that now?
What?
Are you eating these?
Maybe.
That's so very naughty. That's not a keto thing. Look at that,
No,
kids.
it is a keto. This is keto chocolate.
Oh, okay.
From the farmer's market.
Yeah, it smells like
Berries
real
are
chocolate.
glycemic.
The farmer's market sold you keto chocolate?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Well, I asked.
Okay. And what, did they just put a sticker on a sweet chocolate one and said this is sin azúcar?
Deniability, if
All right.
so.
Enjoy your plausible deniability.
Nothing tastes better than plausible deniability.
All right, what do we got? So now it goes down to about there, still kind of usable, and then it goes away. And then it comes up. I think I want to put it on the left. Do I or no? No, I'm okay in the center. I'm okay in the center. Because I'm going to do, the only thing is though, I got to figure out where to put the property editor. Figured the viewers deserved a treat after that unexpected crash, so I just dropped pudding on everyone. Well, thanks, pudding. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got to figure out... contrast is a little too big here. all the way across the board. The font size is just a little too big. Let's go see if we can tweak that just a bit. Let's make it 13 and see what happens. So we have hot load, sample hot reload. Did that work? I don't think it did. No. What if I recreate it? No, I think I have to restart it. Let's restart it. So the code that we're doing to fix the color controls is similar code that we're going to need to do for the property editor. In a lot of ways, the color controls pop-up is similar to a custom property editor, but I want to make a generic kind of property editor is what I want to do. Something that will just take properties that are marked with attributes as such that they are editable, and that it will take those and then generate a property editor for it. Let's get something a little more interesting here. There we go. Let's get this guy in here. Okay. So I'm also thinking, so if this is my show color commands controls, I've got space to the right side for my show my property controls. If I hit this button to show it, theoretically it should pop up in the upper left over here is what it should do. Also, it's kind of like the question of if I hit this, if I'm here, it's also occurred to me that if I don't have space to show it, I shouldn't have this button here either. There's when I finally get the space to show it. And by the way, these still are looking big to me. Whoa, why is contrast still giant right there? I'm not setting the font of color controls anywhere, am I? Don't think I am. All right, let's see what I can do here. Dropping the font down to 9. We don't have font size here anymore, do we? Anybody else changing the font in here? Nope. That's it. Okay. Copperbeardy's here. Genescu 7 is here. Power is returned, that's right. What if a user can dock it and then click it to show in the menu on the sidebar? Yeah, I don't want to build all that. Genescu 7, because like I say, this is basically built to, I'm creating this to create maps, and I'm not so much into, I don't want to build that whole framework and architecture, because that's like shows and shows and shows, and I want this thing to just work. So kind of that's my answer to that question. Let's see if the new drop in font size down to 9 is going to make any difference at all. And let's review. I've got my slider control, and then I've got my grids, my columns. They are I'm auto width on these text boxes. I've got your earphones, by the way, honey. Checking my wife over there. She's jumping in.
Sorry, I can't shut you up.
You've got a mute button and a volume control.
Where's my mute button? It's not.
There's one on the taskbar.
All right.
We're going to be in a loop in a second. We were in a time loop. This mic was picking up those words. Sounds like you got it. I'm wondering if the problem is here. Here, maybe, no matter what font size I'll change this to. Let's change the font size to something ridiculously small like 3. And I can't tell if where are we? Content control. Yeah, I think we're in Windows Resources. So these don't, XAML hot reload doesn't. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. 6 positives in the house. And meanwhile, we found a bug here. Look at this. Topic selection. This is from my bringing the window up and doing selection increase. Devs, you're going to have to roll back time and see what I was doing. Somehow this is up, and I'm scrolling up and down, and it's not going away. I can click this, do all kinds of things. Not sure exactly how this happened. I'm going to try a couple things to get rid of it. I'm going to try selection increase again. And now I've got a second one. Oh, no. Escape brings it down. Now this one is still up here. So that is definitely problematic. Let me mark that as an issue. And oh, look, I tabbed away. Alt tabbed away and it went away. Okay, interesting. So that is the selection increase menu or window was stuck. And there you go, kids. So, you know, I should say this every once in a while. This show is made possible by Karen Mangicotti and another company I work for called and we give away copies of Code Rush to everybody who's watching. So, and also I'm using it, and we're dog fooding it. And if we see a bug in, then we report it, and the devs get a link to the show, and they get to watch the show. And it's funny, Karen, because the link they got is coming in right as your fanfare is playing off. So they're gonna be like, what is going on with Miller's show, with the zombies? Okay. As always, we kind of move in sporadically on this show, it seems. Let's run it again. We've got that font size of 3. I think it's going to look exactly the same. That's my guess. It's so positive right now with sex positive in the chat. Says sex parity. Yeah. Says sex purity. Says Geniscu7. Did I like...
Should I change my Twitch name since I haven't done my shows? That would make any sense.
No, I like your name.
My handle?
Your handle. I like your handle. Breaker19. All right. So let's do, see what we got here. Let's build some ground, get the ground going in there. I'm fine with stylized ground. And that is my opening. And let's go to the throne section here. Get a throne, drop it down into the room, and bring it up. And oh, it does make a difference. Okay. But is contrast still tight? Contrast is still tight. Yeah, I think it's that auto filling of the grid is what I think it is. So it seems to me the fix for this is that we put this at a reasonable size, like maybe 11, and then when we come up with our grid, we set up kind of an internal margin thing for these pieces here, for the text blocks inside. Mainly the middle one that has the label. So I'm going to type in M0 here, which is a CodeRush template that allows me to specify all 4 properties of the margin. And for the left, I'll make it like, I don't know, can we do 5? Will the margins work here? Will we need to scale margins up and down? Hopefully not. Let's try that. Let's... use selection increase here, copy that, get down to column, the same one here, saturation. This is not our big problem. Our big problem is apparently down with contrast because that's our largest word, I think. But these are all separate grids, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal actually. But I guess it specifies, it determines the overall size. So I think we only needed one of these right there to fix it. All right. I'm pretty sure this is not kicking in. Oh, is it? Maybe it is. I'm going to say that worked. So now we have a more consistent size. But it's coming in at the wrong place. I don't want to come in here. I want to come in over aligned left when it pops up. And I think I need a way to drop it down too. That's what I need. Because right now it's kind of automatic. If I click on it, or if I click on it, if there's no changes, I see the show color controls button. But if I make a change and then I click on it, I don't see the button. It just brings this up. I think I want to change it so it just brings the button up. That's what I think I want to do. It's fair to say you're the architect of the show, really, positively. I think you were Mark's muse for the show. Interesting. Guess that's possible. Let me open up my volume mixer. I have a theory on why I should be alerted with sound effects. Oh. System sounds, everything's up. It's going to desktop audio output. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, let's kind of change that. I want to get an X in the upper left up here that I can click to drop this thing down and restore back over to here. And I think I'm okay with that X. I'll be okay with it being in the middle, I think. That's what I'll do. And I'll have the other one close this down automatically if I open up that instead. So we'll have this middle area underneath for properties and for any big dialogues for editing the controls, those pieces in there. Okay, all right, so we want an X inside there. Let's see if we can do that using Edit and Continue. Kind of interesting because it's a Windows resource, which normally XAML Hot Reload can't pick up on these options here. But let's see if we can do it. Now, I kind of want to overlap this. I've got a stack panel already here. I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to create a grid one by one. I don't think I need anything else just so I can do the overlapping. Pop that in there. Is that true that I want to do that? I think it is. And I don't think I need this to be named, actually. And I think I need this, I think I can do this height auto, width auto. I'm not sure if that's going to make any difference with what we've seen right there. Should not, theoretically. But I don't know if it's actually taking it or not. Hey, Wild Genie. Welcome. Love the emotes. I think we're analyzing a song. What song should we do? What are you talking about?
I teach music and I have no... Oh, nice.
Dance.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance.
No. No, we'll get cut off. We can't do copyrighted stuff, honey. Yeah, you never know. All right, we can drop one of those on that, and it changes the song like that. Crank up the music on that. All right. Let's see if I can get an X in the upper left here. That's what I want to try and do here. Let's try with a stick a button in here. VPN close. Okay, and then I want to say, let's put a big X there. Do we see anything? No, XAML Hot Reload won't get it. All right, let's see what it looks like now. It's too bad about that. What's that all? Yeah, it's not going to get them. Okay, or wait, it may actually be getting it, but because it's Z order. Let's see, does it get it now? Oh, it does. Sweet. Okay, so let's say set width to, I don't know, 20? Set height to 20? What do we got now? There, not bad. Let's set vertical alignment to top. Nice. Love that XAML Hot Reload. Set horizontal alignment to left. How are we doing? Good. Good. Let's make it smaller. 10 and 10. It's not bad. Doesn't like where it's putting the X though. I think I can fix this with padding. Like if I do a -4 for padding, there we go. Right there. That's not bad. Make it a lowercase x. That's not bad. Now let's change the padding just on the top. So we'll say -4. The top I want to make -8. And Then I went -4, -4. Is that right? Let's see what we got with that. Ooh, not bad. I think the left I want it to be -5. 6, maybe -6. Surely Devin Wild Genie are flying around, collecting coins. In a coin catching race. All right, that's sweet. Boom. We've got that right there. We've got a nice little X button there. Nothing's hooked up to it yet.